What's that?
Need something?
Nope.
You don't need something?
Nope.
What are you doing?
Just taking pictures.
Okay.
What's your name, badge number?
Officer Askey, badge 043.
Okay, I'm gonna step back a little bit.
You got Browson PD. You live here?
I live somewhere around here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep, just taking pictures. Yep. My name is not important.
Get away from our cars.
Is this public property?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not public property.
Where's a restricted area sign?
You want to stay away from our cars.
Okay, so where's the restricted area sign?
Walk right here. Not walk around the vehicle.
I can walk around the vehicles. I can. Thank you very much. You can give me that you give me that policy or whatever that I can't walk around the vehicles.
It's not a policy. It's government vehicles.
Okay, but
Stay away from it.
okay, I have
You don't need to walk up to the driver's.
I have every right to walk up to these vehicles.
Where's your ID at?
I don't have it. I don't have to give it to you.
You're going to give it to me.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, what crime are you suspect me of breaking?
You're walking around our vehicles looking into them.
Okay,
Most normal people don't look into our patrol
Is
cars.
this public property?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
I told you can walk back.
I have every right to be
I told you
here.
to stay away from our vehicles.
And I have every right to be around your
You just
vehicle.
walked over there looking inside the car, did you not?
I did, because
Yeah.
I have a right
Give me
to.
your ID.
I do not have to.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You just went to our vehicles and looking at them.
Your vehicle.
No person.
Alright guys, pay very close attention, because what you're about to see is how fast authority can turn into intimidation when the law is ignored. It starts simple. A man with a camera, calmly taking pictures in what is clearly public space. No threats. No disturbance. Just observation. But within seconds, an officer approaches with questions that quickly turn into commands. What are you doing? Where's your ID? The tone shifts from curiosity to control. The cameraman stays calm, asking the only thing that matters, is this public property? And when the answer is yes, everything should end there, but it doesn't. Instead, the officer creates rules that don't exist. Stay away from the cars. You need to identify yourself. And just like that, a peaceful moment becomes the beginning of a power struggle.
Okay, well
No one's sitting.
those are police vehicles.
Not videos of vehicles.
Vehicles.
Yes.
They are
Correct.
police vehicles owned by the city.
Yes.
This is public property.
Yes.
I have every right to be on public property
Yes, you
and
do.
look in city-owned vehicles.
Let me tell you something, buddy, because I'm not lying with you.
Okay.
6 cops have just been killed this week, in this month.
Okay.
And some guy walking around the parking lot recording vehicles is not normal.
Okay. Well, it's not normal, but is it legal?
So what I'm
illegal?
going to do is I'm going to do a police report and figure out who you are.
Okay, is it illegal?
I didn't say it's illegal.
Okay, so,
But it's not normal.
okay, am I being detained?
Yes, right now. you
Okay,
are.
so for what
I
crime?
need your information.
Oh, yeah, I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
You can call a supervisor out here.
30. Where do you live at?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions.
No.
Okay. What are you doing recording our cars?
I'm being detained.
I already answered that question.
Okay, so I'm invoking
What's
my.
the purpose of coming
I'm
here?
invoking my-
I saw you.
Okay.
Let me finish talking.
I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, so I'm being detained.
Let me
Therefore,
finish.
I have
Let
nothing
me
else to say to
finish.
you.
I see you walking on the sidewalk, whatever, and you come in here and you start filming and looking at our cars. Why are you looking at our cars? What do you need to know about a patrol car? Sorry, I'm recording you too, buddy, right there. What's your purpose of walking around our parking lot looking at patrol cars? I know you don't want to talk. I can stand here all day. I got till 6.
What's your name and badge number again?
I already gave it to you.
Just I didn't get it.
I already gave it to you.
Okay.
I give it to you again. I already gave it to you.
Okay. Well,
This is where things start getting uncomfortable. The officer doubles down, insisting on authority he can't legally justify. The cameraman doesn't argue emotionally, he asks direct, precise questions. What crime am I suspected of? And that question completely dismantles the officer's position. Because there is no crime, only suspicion. And suspicion alone is not illegal. Yet the officer pushes forward, claiming detention without explaining the law behind it. That's the key moment. Because once detention is declared, justification becomes mandatory. But instead of providing it, the officer circles back to the same weak claim, you're looking into police vehicles. The cameraman stands firm, refusing to provide ID, refusing to comply with unlawful orders. And now, what we're witnessing isn't policing, It's control without legal foundation.
You don't have to.
My name.
That's fine.
Officer Askey.
That's fine. I just need to know who I need to file.
043.
Just need to know who I need to file the complaint with. That's all.
Go ahead.
For illegal detainment.
Illegal detainment?
That is correct.
Illegal detainment? Walk around looking at patrol cars.
Hey guys, so is suspicious a misdemeanor or felony?
It's a suspicious.
Okay,
crime.
okay.
Particular suspicion. Why would you walk around patrol cars?
So is this public property?
It is.
Okay, so that way I have. This is public property, guys. As you can see, this is public property. There is no restricted access areas. I am being detained by this officer here on public property. There's no restricted area signs. That is public property. As you can see, I'm in all of my rights to be here, to record the cars, and this guy right here is detaining me for suspicious activity.
Walking in between our cars and looking at them and recording is suspicious.
Okay, well,
the increase of violence against us and people killing us like
wow.
So you want to film our cars and go in between them? I'm going to sit here and talk to you and figure out who you are.
Okay,
I'm going to find out who you are.
Okay, well, you can say so.
Hold your camera there for 20 minutes an hour. I don't care.
Okay.
I got till 6 o'clock, buddy.
Great. Awesome. We'll be here all day.
That red dot right there, you're on camera too.
We'll be here all day, buddy.
Get a shot of that.
We'll be here all day, buddy.
Yes, we will.
You will be educated today on the First Amendment.
What's that? Freedom of speech?
Freedom of the press. Yes, sir. Where I can record anything that I can see from a public accessible place.
You can.
That means eyes cannot be trespassed.
Figure out what you're doing.
Okay. Well, I just told you what I was doing.
Why are you looking at our car?
Because I can.
Now the pressure rises. The officer tries to justify his actions by bringing up fear, mentioning violence against police, suggesting that recording vehicles is somehow connected. But fear does not create law. And that's exactly what the cameraman exposes. Calm, steady, and focused, he repeats one simple question. Is it illegal? And once again, the officer admits, no. It's not illegal. But still, he refuses to release him. That contradiction is everything. Because in that moment, the badge loses credibility. The cameraman begins documenting everything out loud, making it clear, this is public property, there are no restricted signs, and he is being detained without cause. The camera becomes more than a tool, it becomes protection. And every second recorded is another crack in the officer's authority.
Yeah. Okay. I can look what I want to look at.
Sergeant will be here in 1 second.
Absolutely. And then I'll be going inside to do a complaint form on you for harassment and illegal detainment.
Harassment?
Yep. You're harassing a citizen on public property, on city property.
I'm asking you why you're looking at our car.
Because I can. Because I can. Okay. I told you that. Okay. You don't make the laws.
No, I don't.
Exactly right.
No, I don't. You don't either.
I don't. But I can go by the laws.
You can walk wherever you want.
I sure can. And that means up to that police car if I want to.
You're staying away from my cars.
Okay. Okay, well, we're going to see what your sergeant has to say.
You look at my car, look at my car. I'm standing right here.
Well, I don't have to get your permission to look at anybody's car. It's the city's car. You don't own the city.
I know I don't own the city.
Okay.
So we can play this warrior crap all you want.
Well, you call it whatever you want to call it.
Figure out what you're doing.
Okay, I've told you what I was doing. You don't like it?
Why are you filming?
Because I can.
Just because you want to?
It's my right to film.
Right.
That's
why
right.
Why are you doing it?
Because I want to. I don't have to explain to you.
I'm pretty sure this is what you're doing. You just come here to be a dick, pretty much.
Really?
To get people riled up.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of officers getting shot. I'm tired of getting ambushed. And this right here, you walking in our cars, this is going to get my wheel spinning there, wondering what you're doing.
So is it illegal?
I didn't say it's illegal.
Okay.
If I'm figuring out what you're doing.
Okay, well, I've told you.
Okay. You can record all you want.
I'm going to record.
But why are you recording?
Because I want to.
Why do you want to?
Because I want to.
Why do you want to?
Because I can. How about that?
Okay.
Because I can.
How about that?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at our cars?
Because I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop pacing back and forth.
Really? Why?
Where it gets intense. The officer's frustration turns personal. His tone sharpens, his patience disappears, and professionalism slips. He begins repeating questions, pacing, trying to assert dominance through presence instead of law. But the cameraman doesn't budge. I can record anything I can see from a public place, he says, and that statement hits like a wall. Because it's true. The First Amendment stands stronger than any emotional reaction. The officer even resorts to insults, completely abandoning professionalism. And right there, the situation shifts. It's no longer about safety, or suspicion, or investigation. It's about ego. The cameraman calls it out directly, you will be educated today. And in that moment, the power dynamic flips. The camera is no longer being questioned. The officer is.
I have to pay, so I'm not under arrest, am I?
No, you're not.
Am I? So we've already got it that I'm being detained.
Back and forth. I don't know if you're going to take off running.
If I was going to take off running, I wouldn't be here for the last 14 minutes and 50 seconds or whatever.
Right there, you can talk to him.
Cool.
You file your complaint with him too.
I'm going to. Trust me. What's going on, Sarge?
What's up, man?
Hey. So I guess he called you out.
What's going on?
All right. So I'm here. I do First Amendment audits.
What's that?
I'm about to tell you what I do. So I go out to police departments, county buildings, city-owned buildings, county-owned buildings, and I just walk around the premises and see if I can record in public without being harassed like I have been by this guy. So I go around, I look at the cars, I go inside the building, I look at the building. It's my First Amendment right to do so. If everything's good, I go. I'm not out to cause a disturbance or problem.
Now the building today is different because we're closed.
It's still city property.
But you can't go in the building when it's closed because we're the only ones access. There's no access to
Okay, well I haven't, but I have not.
Second and third, fourth.
Okay.
No, I was just letting you know.
Okay, well I also want to file a complaint against this officer because I'm actually detained right now doing a First Amendment protected activity. And I have the tape. He's actually called me. He's actually called me a dick and stuff like that. And I have every right to be here. This is public property.
So you come on police property and different property.
Well, it's city property.
Well, city
Arrives, and with it comes a noticeable shift in tone. The tension is still there, but something changes. The cameraman remains composed, explaining clearly what is doing, a First Amendment audit. Not to provoke, not to cause chaos, but to test whether rights are respected. And now, for the first time, there's a conversation instead of confrontation. The sergeant listens. Really listens. He asks questions, not to control, but to understand. And that difference is obvious. The same uniform, but a completely different mindset. The cameraman explains he's been detained without cause, even insulted, and wants accountability. The sergeant doesn't immediately defend the officer, he evaluates the situation. And just like that, the chaos begins to slow down.
If somebody's gonna stop you,
Yeah,
and all that.
it's because it's my First Amendment protected activity to do that.
Why would you want to?
Because, let's see, do y'all respect the First Amendment?
But I was just wondering, why would you want to put yourself in that situation?
Why not? It's actually normal. It's not illegal, is it?
No, it's not illegal.
I didn't think so.
Now, the only issue we have is looking in the police cars.
Well, but it's on public property.
It is, and it is public property. But when you start recording inside our police cars, we don't mind. You can record all you want. We just like to identify who it is. That way, we can say if something goes missing or something's taken out of that car, I can tell my boss tomorrow, hey, this is the guy that was walking around yesterday, because there's no cameras or nothing on these police cars.
Okay, well,
so that's the reason we ask to identify yourself. Especially if you're looking, I don't care. You can sit in my police car right now.
I don't want to do all of that.
I'm just saying, look at everything you have. You can sit in his. You can look at anyone you want. But the minute we don't know what you're doing it for, because unlike you're doing it for a specific reason, we do have people who do it for the criminal element also. So
in the middle of the day?
Well, you'd be surprised. People break into cars and stuff in the middle of the day.
I don't know how many people's breaking in police cars in the middle of the day, if at all, but I hear you.
Weapons got stolen on the cars.
But yeah, there's stuff in the cars that we might not like.
Well, I mean, if it's on public property and it's not in a restricted area, I can be at that car.
Yeah, I didn't say you couldn't.
Oh, he did.
I just said that I would like to identify you.
Okay.
That way.
I can go to that car.
The real contrast between professionalism and ego. The sergeant admits there's no crime. He acknowledges that recording in public is legal. But still, he tries to explain the officer's concern, saying they just want identification in case something happens. It sounds reasonable on the surface, but legally, it doesn't hold up. And the cameraman knows it. He calmly explains that without reasonable suspicion of a crime, he is not required to provide ID. Every word is measured. Every response is grounded in law. And slowly, the situation begins to unravel in favor of truth. The officer's earlier aggression now looks even weaker. Because when the law is finally spoken clearly, there's no room left for interpretation.
You need to look at it.
But look, like I said, the only reason I would want to identify you would be for if something happened to that car. Otherwise, we do tours all the time around the beach.
Okay, well, I'm going to identify myself, and they call me good citizen. How about that? Good citizen.
that doesn't work for me.
But I'm not breaking the law, so I don't have to give you my name if I'm not breaking the law.
But you understand what I'm saying.
I understand.
Okay.
100%, but I don't have to identify
in order to file a
myself.
complaint on him, I would need your ID.
You actually don't. You don't. I've actually, I just filed a complaint on Winder PD for the same exact thing as this guy did. So.
And you just told him good citizen?
Yeah, of course I did.
That was the name you
Of course I did.
I can do a report quickly.
I'm definitely not going to let you do a report for me.
You're not going to tell me to do a report.
Well, I can actually.
I'm gonna do my own.
Actually, you work for me, so I can tell you what to do. I don't answer questions. So.
Look, I understand the reason you're doing your job.
Well,
all right, look, hold on.
But you have a dick over there.
Look, I understand the reason you're doing your job. But on the other hand, when you're on police property or city property,
there you go.
When you're on
Point, the energy drops, but the message becomes stronger. The cameraman demands accountability, not aggression. He wants to file a complaint, to document what just happened. The sergeant, maintaining composure, tries to close the situation professionally. The detention quietly disappears. No formal admission, but the outcome says everything. If you're free to go, you're free to stay. That single line confirms it all. The detention had no legal standing. And now, without confrontation, the cameraman wins, through patience, knowledge, and control. The officer who started this fades into the background. No more commands. No more authority. Just silence. And that silence speaks louder than anything else.
when you're on city property and you're doing this to entice.
Absolutely not. I was actually minding my own business.
But you told me the reason you're doing this is to see if somebody
if
does.
my rights are respected.
Okay.
Yes.
And so that's the reason we asked. Like I said, the reason we would ask somebody to be identified would be because you're walking around our cars and all that, and there's other things.
Gotcha. All right. Well.
So that's the reason.
Am I being detained though?
I didn't say you're detained.
Well, he's detained me, so just need to get that.
You were here when I pulled in.
So am I still being detained, sir?
You want to go, go.
Okay.
You don't want to tell us why?
If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay, right? Okay. All right, Sarge. You are actually professional. I definitely appreciate that.
Take it easy.
So I'm gonna get a couple